Looks like it's gonna rain, Eddie.
Yeah, it does. That is a nice looking bike.
Not for a little guy. I'll show it to you.
What'd you say that was? The 350?
250.
250?
Yeah.
Huh.
People think it's bigger.
Well, it looks bigger than the...
They make it where it looks bigger, but it's not. The you know, the V-twin thing and the way it's kind of swept makes it look a little bit bigger, and they put a little bit bigger tire on the back, kind of like the Rebel, like we were talking about yesterday. But it just has a little bit bigger bike appearance. But
It really does.
the bore and stroke leave it to be a 250.
I would have never guessed it if I just saw that it was a 250.
Yeah, you wouldn't think so.
No.
What I did was, it had a rear seat on it, but I pulled that off and put this guy on and used the hole, you know, the jack, the nut that's down in there to screw this thing down in.
Huh.
And then I've got it cable tied to a couple of the, it's really supposed to go on a luggage rack, but I don't have a luggage rack. So technically it's supposed to be back here somewhere.
But it worked out really
It worked out
good.
for me because now I can sit back a little further because it's a small bike, and the wheelbase is kind of small, so it's a little small for me. So now I can sit back a little further. It's a little handier. I'm gonna probably take that off. But it's, you know, these things are handy, and I don't really like the big luggage saddlebag thing.
Right.
You know, I don't really like that look.
Yeah, that actually looks pretty decent.
Kind of matches. It's just like 25 bucks on eBay, you know. So
Huh.
what the hell? I added. I'm just going through all the stuff I did. This light was not on there. I added that because this is anemic. I mean, this thing is just not enough.
Yeah, no, you just tell by looking at it,
Yeah,
it's so dim.
You need as much as you can possibly get. And I added a flasher. You can see here.
Huh.
That flashes. Gets attention, you know.
Now, how did you add that?
It's a little device under the seat. You can buy them on eBay or Amazon, I think is where I got this one. But they're little flashers that actually it goes in line between your brake light and your, you know, I power it up with the cables that actually are feeding this brake light.
You just kind
I
of
tapped
split
into
it or
that.
something?
Yeah, I spliced into that and took that feed, fed that to the splicer, and then to a portion of this light. This has like 28 LEDs in it. It's only 10 bucks or something like that. Pretty cheap. So part of them, you watch the ones that flash. There's like the center portion of it. If there's a flash.
Oh, does it always flash every time you hit your brake?
Every time you hit it, it'll flash.
I see.
But then it stops. It'll flash, I think, 5 times and stop.
I was wondering how, I thought you'd had to add a switch or something.
No,
I
it's
see.
automatic. And you can adjust how fast it flashes and how many flashes. So
I
I got it
got
set where
you.
I want it, and then just, there you go.
Huh.
But it helps when it's night. That little thing is bright.
Yeah.
Much more than this.
Yeah, like you say, that original one is so dim.
Yeah, it's lame. It doesn't work very well.
And then on top of that being down low, where it's
Yeah.
not quite in somebody's line of sight.
I was thinking of